Our universe is in a detrimental event, and we need some of the best heroes of fictional proportions to broadcast the best entertainment the multiverse has ever seen. This is Methods of the Multiverse. All right, welcome to episode 2 of our podcast, where we draft the best method to save our universe from collapsing. On today's podcast, our universe is on the brink of being destroyed by godly entertainment buffs that crave to be amused by quality televised programs. With the help of some Marvel and DC heroes, can we draft the best team to do the job? I'm your host, Zoe. Lover of comics. I love superheroes, and I'm really excited to talk about it today.
I'm Rock, aka they call me Big Rock, and also I'm a big Marvel nerd. So how about it? I'll beat you in Marvel's Capcom 2 and 3. What's up?
And to help draft the best method to solving this multiversal problem is our fellow scholar here today and lover of comic book heroes. We got Anthony C.
What a blessing. Hello, everybody. My name is Anthony Centeno. I am a communications major here at Keene. I am a full-time nerd. Today I'm a part-time referee. Very excited to jump into this, Marvel versus DC. This is awesome.
All right. So elaborate with us a little bit, Anthony. Now, what is your history with comic books? Like, have you always been a comic book buff since the get-go? What's going on?
Yeah, I grew up on comic books. I think probably the three of us all did. For me, my family was very cheap when it came to forms of entertainment. We were not vacationing, so a lot of the time they were like, hey, if you want something to do, you can read some comic books. They're like $3 a pop back then, especially. I largely grew up on comic books, and that's mostly my experience with them. I mean, the first books I was reading were comic books, and they still are mostly the books that I'm reading today.
All right, nice. Now, in today's segment, I'm representing DC today, and my man here, Rock, is representing Marvel.
Yes, indeed.
Now, are you more of a Marvel buff, or are you more of a DC buff?
I tend to have a pretty solid bias as far as reading comprehension towards most of the Marvel storylines. Have been pretty up to date on it. Although the latest DC storylines I've been hooked on. Absolute Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, phenomenal opening trilogy for this new sort of era that DC is stepping into.
The James Gunn era.
It's so
right.
It's wonderful. So I think in my youth I was definitely more of a Marvel buff, but recently I've been coming around to some of the DC storylines, and they've got a lot of good stuff, man.
And not gonna lie, DC's look is on fire right now.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And so between Marvel and DC, what's your current, favorite hero that your all-time number one? Like for me, my all-time number one in a DC universe is the Green Lantern. I love the Green Lantern Corps. I'm more of a Blue Lantern myself. Rock, you have any go-to?
As for DC or Marvel?
Either one, your number one.
Okay, so my number one is Batman, of course. So, because he's cool as heck. He's a millionaire. He doesn't have any powers like Superman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, any of those guys. He has his own wits. He's super strong, and he's smart, and he has his own utilities that he would carry into battle.
Yeah, he has a spray for everything.
Exactly. He has a plan, and he goes out with it. And of course, my number one Marvel and of all time, Spider-Man.
For sure.
Great power comes with great responsibility, and it's like you have to go out and do things on your own, and it teaches you responsibility of not only in the comics but also in the real world as well.
Right. R.I.P. Stan Lee.
And Anthony. R.I.P. Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben, for sure. And then Anthony, what about you, man?
Yeah, Marvel-wise, favorite character always and will forever be Moon Knight. Phenomenal character.
Oh, okay.
Super fun reads. I think a lot of writers have taken him in very interesting directions, messing around with the psychosis of the character and the whole split personality thing.
Yeah.
I find that whole thing very, very thrilling. It's as funny as it is exciting. The character is one that is prone to violence and is, unlike some of the other Marvel characters, not put behind like sort of barriers of like, no killing and sort of things like that. And many writers over the years have had fun with that character exploring that. And it's been a great read over the years. DC wise, I don't know who I come around to more than John Constantine. I really like that character. The sort of weird like LA noir sort of grungy style that he has with the trench coat and whatnot is hard, and then the magic combined with that, the whole thing is just very stylish. And I think similar to Moon Knight, a lot of the directions that they tend to go to with that character are very, very fun and a little more experimental than maybe they are with like the titular heroes like Batman and Spider-Man and so forth. Not to hate on your favorites. They both get it out the mud. I respect the work they put in.
Nice. Those are truly deep, especially Moon Knight. That's a deep dive.
Oh, yeah.
That's a deep dive.
Oh, yeah.
But all right, we're going to just get into it. So let's quick pick these fanfics and create our methods of the multiverse. So let's start it out. We got Anthony over here. He has his little bag of tricks over here. So the theme essentially is that we have these heroes, but these heroes have to be hosts of these televised programs. So Anthony's going to tell us pretty much like what the televised program is going to be. And me and Rocker are gonna go at it. We have 4 picks today, so hopefully get through all of them and see what happens. So Anthony, start us off, man.
Brilliant. We'll give it a fair shake. Give it an honest little randomization, just so I'm not playing favorites here. Not looking, I promise. First one up, we have a DIY craft show.
DIY craft shows.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we have to find. So now me and Rock are gonna figure out who would be the best at a DIY craft show.
I already got my pick.
You already got your pick. Wait. Okay. Hold on.
I love that.
Hold up.
Rock came to win.
All right. You know what? I low key. I didn't think I had to bust this one out, but. And this might be risky, but I'll do it anyways. All right. Rock, you go first. I mean, you seem pretty solid.
Okay, so not showing any of y'all, but my first one is going to Spider-Man, of course, because, he once he got his powers and, like, if whatever, like, iteration, he, shoots his webs.
Yeah, naturally.
But basically, like, he has, like, a thing where, like, he shoots webs, like he creates them, and not only that, he creates like other material, other crafts and tools that he used. Like,
he's essentially a scientist.
Exactly.
Right.
Even though he's still in high school, college, whatever. But like he creates like spider drones that in the sky, and even like the little bugs they snatch in cars. And like it's everything that he would do, and he would definitely have like a say in that. Saying that. Yeah.
And he's made so many suits, right? I mean, that's just me. I mean, and it's funny I bring up suits because I'm gonna counteract real quick for who I think would be a really good DIY, and I'm gonna go with Victor Stone. We got Cyborg. If you've ever watched the Teen Titans, Cyborg is half human, half cyborg, or half machine, essentially. In a fatal accident, he became who he was today, but with his great powers of his technology and his just cybernetic body, he essentially can create just whatever he could imagine at this point. Normally, he kind of goes for the generic, his hand cannon. He's in some iterations of the shows, he's transformed himself into different shapes and sizes of sorts. But he's so optimistic. He's a team player. He used to be on the football team, so you already know that he's very supportive of wherever he is. So if he was a host of a DIY craft show, he would be more engaging to the audience, to being like, yeah, you can do it, you can make this, and maybe he could DIY cybernetics. Making things. I know Spider-Man has his like kind of science-esque, but we're delving kind of into the technology portion of it, even like something like nanotechnology at that point, which is really cool. And robotics is so in right now. I'm just saying, that's just the me thing. But Anthony, what do you think, man?
This is a tough one. This is sort of it's like inventiveness versus, as you put it with Cyborg, sort of like access to like resources, right? I mean, he's got a wide breadth of technology that he can sort of tap into and access. And so when it comes to the DIY stuff, I almost inherently want to give the edge to to Cyborg for having that ability to sort of like you said, tap into like current electronics, work with like certain programs and things like that. However, it's that overall inventiveness when it comes to Spider-Man. I mean, his ability to make like web shooters out of genuinely stuff that he was taking from classes. You know what I mean? It's when it comes to DIY or truly doing it yourself, I tend to feel like Spider-Man might just be able to handle that that specific aspect of the show, the crafts, just a little bit better. But that's my take on it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Anthony, what do you think? Are you team Cyborg or are you team Spider-Man?
For this specific one, I've got to give the edge to Spider-Man.
Oh,
yeah,
no, dude. But I kind of understand low key because Spider-Man, he hits different avenues.
Yeah.
Where I feel like Cyborg, he's just kind of one track with the technology, which I could kind of understand.
Yeah.
But awesome. All right, Anthony, start us up with the second one, man.
I gotcha. All right, another fair shake. Let's see what we do. I put it back in the bag, which is a clear mistake, and we're going to see if I just don't pull DIY again. Let's hope not. All right, what do we have? Oh, this one should be interesting. We've got a survival show.
Ooh.
And so for the purpose of this, just to clarify, this would be who would do best, like Bear Grylls type situation, like a documentary style survival show?
I mean, it's up for interpretation.
Okay.
You know, I'm thinking like host.
Heard. Okay.
Or candidate. Yeah. I have my pick, though. So,
and I think I have my pick as
all right.
well.
I'm going to go
immediate.
first this time. All
Okay.
right. I wanted to save this guy for something totally different, but we're going to go with, I'm going with Nightwing. All right. Dick Grayson, the original Robin. Okay. Now, Nightwing is a hottie. Okay. He has the best butt in Gotham. Guaranteed, hands down. He would be a great host, strong, strapping, very serious when he needs to be. But at the same time, he knows survival. Okay, he's trained under Batman. So you already know that top-notch survival guides are coming from him. So I think he would be a great host, you know, to keep the audience up to date with like what's going on, the decisions that, you know, whoever are the candidates of the survival show, like if it were like Survivor, you know, he would be able to keep up with the audience of like the decision-making process of each candidate, you know, and maybe even add some crazy challenges too. Like people don't know that Nightwing, he's, you know, even though he was the original Robin, he's been through a lot.
Oh yeah.
Okay. He has a lot of post-trauma going on. So if he does add some challenges to the survival show, you best believe they're going to be nuts. But that's just my take.
All right, so and the one that I chose is gotta be Deadpool.
God, that's so good,
like,
dude.
You know, he even though he survived cancer and you know, well, is still going through it, but he still has the skin. He's like burnt alive. Like I would say, like survivability wise, like you know, he would go through all this trauma and stuff. He would basically let you know it's not gonna be sweet, but it's gonna like you're gonna face hardships throughout any time. Deadpool, right here,
right there in the clear,
live in the flesh, baby, literally.
If you take off the flesh, it comes back.
And so back what I was saying, yeah, he show you like you know it's just not sweet, and you know he'll show you like you know how to like you know survive in like jungle like in the savage land or anything like that, anything like survivability 101.
Yeah,
I don't know how to word it like this.
I mean, he's surviving against Wolverine all the time, and Wolverine's a beast.
Yeah, of course. Also like you know Deadpool is just like that one character that you know like he would survive anything even though he dies multiple times. And he has that instant healing like Wolverine does, and like if you're mutant, this would be like great for you because he would show you like all the things like even like you know surviving like a truck or like any kind of fucking scenario,
right?
basically.
I mean, he puts himself in those scenarios all the time, so that does make a little sense.
Yeah, and I think that's all I have to say for right now.
All right, not bad,
Fair
not
enough.
bad. All right, Anthony, what's going on? What are your thoughts, brother?
I'm flummoxed. Deadpool feels like a cheat code and like a traditional, if we're talking Bear Grylls
Super
survival
cheat code.
show.
Super
I
cheat
mean,
code.
truly, it'd be more of a stunt show. I mean, I don't think that his survival skills are necessarily all that good. I just think biologically he's got that inherent advantage. He could do everything wrong and still survive. You know what I mean?
Right.
Dick Grayson, however, I mean, trained by Batman, what kind of, when we talk about preparation for survival and taking on all challenges, I mean, the man was raised around Tibetan monks. He's got every conceivable technique for survival you could come up with. So
he's toned.
It's a difference of expertise versus just biological advantage. You know what I mean? I think when it comes to a better show, I would probably give the edge to Nightwing. I think he would probably be a little bit more informative and would probably be able to actually handle the obstacles of survival better. Whereas I think with Deadpool, you're getting more of an Evil Knievel thing. You're getting a stunt show, a good
cynical
one, an entertaining one nonetheless.
Yeah,
but,
no, it is.
Yeah, but less informative than it is more of just a spectacle. You know? Yeah, I'm going edge Nightwing on this one.
Hell yeah! All right, Nightwing for the win, man. All right, so let's get into our. Want to get into one more? Our last one?
Yeah,
Sure, go for it, dude.
I would be delighted. Try to pick this one with both eyes closed. What do we have? There's no way I pulled DIY Craft Show twice. Here we go. We've got, drum roll please, a dating show.
Okay. Easy.
Dang, okay.
You guys both said easy, and there's no
Easy.
hero that jumps off the page for me as far as a dating show, but I'm interested to see what your answers are here.
Easy.
Can we pick the same character?
Ooh, I'm going to say no.
All right.
No, you can't pick same character.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's one use is gone.
All right, I'm ready. I'm gonna do a quick pro quo.
Okay.
As fast as I can.
Hit me.
All right, my pick is Zatanna Zara. All right. She is all about magic. I'm just going to say this right now. Probably one of the most strongest magic beings in the DC universe. She knows every form of magic. I'm not even going to get into it, but she goes down all the line of kinesises, transformation, prestidigitation. It goes insane. So who's to say she doesn't know anything? Who's to say that she doesn't know something magical about love? All right. I'm just saying there's something up there. And she's been through it all. I can't recall she's been through too many relationships per se, but I think she'd be a great host. She's a magical performer, generically, so she has a little pizzazz and surprise. So, and I feel like in dating shows, you need a little bit of that surprise that she could provide. But Zatanna, can't say more.
And the one that I've chosen was Peter Quill, aka Star-Lord.
Okay.
So, and this is a wild one, but Star-Lord comes off as goofy and, he's like a misfit.
Yeah.
Leaves a bunch of other misfits, but like I would say, he has his own bag, man. That's his bag. He's just goofy as hell.
He's pretty
and,
smooth. He's pretty smooth though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He get away with it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a Spider-Man.
Right.
So he
has good taste in music.
Exactly. So he would seem like a type who would do like a dating, podcast. He would like tell you like all like the what to do and like what to say, what to like have like suggestive music and like suggestive topics and I feel like that was more of his bag.
All right.
Yeah.
Anthony, any what do you recall? Zatanna or Star-Lord?
Oh,
It's
we're 50-50 here, and not to plead your case for you, but I mean, Star-Lord also has traveled, the galaxy. He's been around, seen many different species. He could probably offer some advice for love when it comes to different people as well.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah, the inherent edge I want to give to Star-Lord just off of the basis of having more maybe like experience, getting around the cosmos and whatnot. But Zatanna weirdly offers just a wide bevy of when it comes to like production, hosting, lights, camera, action. I mean, she's a one-woman show. As long as you're willing to listen to her talk backwards for God knows how long, she can probably cast a spell that'll put the whole thing together for you.
Right.
And so the question becomes, who would you rather see on a bachelorette style show? I mean, I'd probably say Star-Lord. I think with Star-Lord, you get some more interesting candidates. You can fly some people out from Neptune, Pluto, or anywhere beyond the galaxy and really get like a wide range there. I think I can't think of a suitable candidate for Zatanna apart from she had that thing with Constantine for a while in the comics.
Batman.
But Batman? Yeah, Batman might be doable.
Even Nightwing too.
There's some room there. I like that. Maybe getting some of the DC. You're pleading his case for him, by the way, which is
I know it's hard.
Yeah.
I love Star-Lord too. It's like I can't help but justify that stuff.
Yeah.
He's just so cool. He has the vibe. And he matches that very. Give him a good suit.
Yes.
Give him a good tuxedo, and he'll be like that dating game show guy, right?
Absolutely. I mean, Zatanna comes with the tuxedo as it is, so
Right.
you've already got the preparation down. But I mean, Star-Lord just comes off as someone might be a little bit more fun to have as sort of looking for love, and he's looking truly everywhere. I mean, through the stars and beyond. Yeah, I'd have to give it to Star-Lord in this case.
Oh my God.
And I hate to be the one to do it to you.
No,
man.
it's all good. It's all good. So I guess Rock won today, dude, in today's episode.
Let's get it, baby.
All right.
World champion, baby.
The world champion.
Well earned.
Anthony, is there anything else you want to plug in before we end our episode today?
Yeah, if you're a comic book lover and also a college student, you can feel free to listen to the No Credibility podcast. I have a feeling it'll be recording and posting pretty soon alongside this one here. Otherwise, read some comic books. Read Moon Knight specifically. The run by Lemire and Smallwood is absolutely phenomenal. It's well worth your time. Yeah.
Read some X-Men too.
Recent X-Men too, absolutely.
Read some X-Men. And if you guys want to suggest any problematic events in the multiverse and some thematics, you could always at Methods of the Multiverse on TikTok, Instagram, and check out our YouTube videos. Leave a comment down below and suggest what you want to see next. Did I win one?
you won
Nightwing.
one.
We
You
got
got
the
Nightwing,
Nightwing on
yes.
the Survivalist. But that's it. So thank you guys.
And Star-Lord. Don't forget Star-Lord.
No, and Star-Lord with the dating show. I'm not gonna lie. All right, that would I just really thought I had it this time. I had strong contenders.
Yeah, you did. But it didn't work that way, baby.